HipHop Astrology tells you the truth about everything you need to know about. If you want to know the truth about something, it's HipHop Astrology.
There's great hip-hop artists out here that's doing stuff, but we don't support them. If hip-hoppers ain't acting like monkeys, then people don't fucking support them. What's going on in hip-hop right now is embarrassing, dude. And the thing is, it's nothing as a whole wrong with hip-hop. Hip-hop just needs some fucking balance. Hip-hop don't need to be all positive. It don't need to be all negative, but we need to control the images. If you for hip-hop, then why were you not in Ferguson? If you're a hip-hop blog site, why were you not in Baltimore? Fox Network was there. Where were the hip-hop blog sites to defend hip-hoppers and young people? Everybody in hip-hop say they from the hood, but when the hood needs them, they're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
David Banner.
The Priesthood. HipHopAstrology.com, man. Get at us on Twitter. We HipHop Astrology on Twitter. And I first got to salute David Banner because that was some real talk. That was real spit. That was real shit. You dig? So I got to answer that question, man. Before I answer that question, though, I want to salute the big homie David Banner. I want to thank David Banner for being the Aries, for being the battering ram that comes through kicking the doors down on Uncle Sam in the name of justice. And see, Aries is the first zodiac sign, and that's why David Banner is always first on the front lines. You know, he ain't got no problem being on CNN. He ain't got no problem being on world news talking about the injustice. You dig? And that's that Aries, because Aries is the god of warfare in the mythology. That's the soldier. You dig? So I salute you, big black strong nigga from Mississippi. You gotta salute that. But anyway, man, I gotta answer the question, because Banner asked the question, what was the hip-hop blog sites that doing Ferguson? Now, the Priesthood, myself and Minister Jew, HipHop Astrology, we proud to share to the world that we are a blog site, and we did reach out. We were there on the front line in Ferguson. We actually had an interview, Minister Jew had an interview with Mike Brown's cousin Joanne, as you can see what the flyer says. So we actually touched base with a family member of Mike Brown. We just weren't playing the sideline and blogging about it and talking about it. Nah, the creator actually allowed for us to link with a family member and bring her on and have conversations 2 times on a record. You dig? So David Banner, man, this right here separates us from all of those hip hop blog sites that you was talking about. And we need to have a conversation, bruh. And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, man. Don't act like all these other niggas who see the tweets and don't say nothing, but soon as I go tweet your album, you want to retweet that and then stop retweeting that because you know that we on science. Now, don't do that. Don't do that, because it's just some sucker shit, to be honest with you. Now, I want to bring your attention to something, David. Back on July the 7th of 2014, I wrote an article called Portal in the Cosmos, and this is when I write the future 3 months in advance, and I tell people the exact day that they're gonna see that horrific event take place. And August the 9th was that day. As you can see, it's a red day. You see my published day, which is July the 7th. So a whole month before the Mike Brown happened, I called the day of when it was gonna happen in August, because this is a science, all right? So not only did we connect with Mike Brown's cousin, we actually predicted the day that Mike Brown was gonna die. Now, let's take it a little step further, because this is what we gotta get into. We gotta hurry up and grow up spiritually. Now, if there's a creator, if there's a God box called the universe or the place that we live in, you dig? We have to ask ourselves then, why would God allow for Mike Brown to die, and what's the whole purpose? And then when you look at the story of Mike Brown, you go to the memorial, you go to his death site, you see a tombstone was there that says star, power, prayer, as if the power of prayer is in the stars. Now, man, I'm gonna say this, and I say it all the time, man. All religions point back to the stars. The wise men knew the stars. The stars is nothing more than the mystical study of God's mind. So why would star power prayers be there, but the people who deal with the stars, the priesthood, hip-hop astrology, where the stars meet the stars, we telling y'all the day that Mike Brown is gonna die. And then he dies on that day, we get a family member, and then you see a tombstone that says star power prayers. That should tell you that the power is in the stars, man. Come holla at us. Come get at us. Because in essence, what we saying, Banner, we know the day that you gonna throw what the prime minister calls a hissy fit. We know the day that when you gonna be sitting up there whining and back on TV talking about injustice. Wouldn't you want to know the days beforehand? Wouldn't you want to know the science of what's going on? Don't be like the rest of these chump ass niggas, David. They ain't even in you. Respond to this. Get at us. HipHopAstrology.com.
Prophecy is what we all have to go by now. It's very interesting.